Hello, welcome to the S&G 619 podcast for the week of May 27 to June 2nd. I'm your host, Kendrick Lukenbach. Joining me today is Carl Marquardt.
Hey, how's it going?
And Steven Tardif. All right, here are sports for the week. Monday, May 28th, Roger Federer has tied Jimmy Connors for the most Grand Slam wins. Later on in the week, we would have the Western Conference Finals where the Spurs are beating the Oklahoma City Thunder 2-1. The Eastern Conference Finals where the Heat are beating the Celtics 2-1. And Johan Santana threw the third no-hitter of the baseball season. Anybody else got anything to add?
No.
This podcast will now move into a pre-E3 coverage. Monday, May 28th, Microsoft has teased a Avatar motocross game that they'll be announcing at E3. Does it interest you guys in an Avatar motocross game?
No, not whatsoever. I'm gonna laugh so hard if they make like handlebars, like wireless handlebars. I mean, think about it.
It would also be funny if they had Kinect to do with it somehow.
It's not gonna be Kinect.
You know it's gonna be Kinect. That's their
Yeah, it's an Avatar game.
Yeah, I think it might be a sequel to the Kinect kart racing game. But we'll see. So yeah, Monday started out with a very stupid announcement for a Microsoft game, but it would pick up later on in the week. Later on YouTube, a Halo 4 multiplayer beta leaked out, and it was footage of a guy playing Halo 4 in his barn. From what I saw in the gameplay, it looks to be very fast, very different. There's assassinations are back, but it's very quick, and you sprint for a long time. And sprint is on every Spartan now. Did anyone else catch the footage?
It looks like a baby of like Halo 3 and Halo Reach, which is basically what it is. But because like I noticed the sprinting, like he was running with the sword, and I was like, what? You know, it honestly looked like Halo like Reach for a second. You know,
I'm glad. I hope it's faster because Halo's always been a little too slow. You always have to unload a whole clip just to kill somebody. I hope they fix that too.
I swear I'm gonna be playing the game on classic mode though. I don't know. I'm not a fan of the sprinting in Halo. Wilbur is, but I'm not.
What do you mean you're going to play it on classic mode?
Like, they have it in Halo Reach where, like, there's no perks at all, you know? Like, you just move, like, the normal speed. Everyone moves the same speed.
Oh, forget that. I'm playing with sprinting. I love sprint.
I can't. It's just Halo. Like, it
Just don't push down. Just don't push down the button.
But then everyone else is going to beat me up and everything. Like, it's just weird. It's just, I'm not.
All right, now, rumors are suggesting that there's a Battlefield Elite coming out, and it'll be announced during the EA conference at E3. It'll be $60, and it'll include all DLCs, present and future, all the way until March 2013. What do you guys think about this decision? Especially Carl, who's an avid Battlefield player.
Okay, wait.
I'm pretty I can get everything.
Okay, are you saying this is a whole new game, or this is a separate...
No, dude, it's all
Like,
it's basically a DLC pass, $60.
No thanks. I couldn't wait. I had to buy Battlefield. I wish I pre-ordered it because I would have gotten everything for free, but I didn't.
No, you would have only gotten Battle to Karkin.
I'm honestly I'm fine with them. It's weird. The game gets so chaotic and crazy that I'm cool with just like the maps that they give you. Like, I don't need to be satisfied, really. You know, I don't know how to explain it. Like, it doesn't get boring. It's just like, because like when the game does get in depth, and like anybody that plays Battlefield knows this, everything, like when everyone gets in a jet and like bombs start going off everywhere, it's like you don't really care what the map is. You just want to freaking survive.
Yeah, it's chaotic game.
It kind of like it blows the idea away that like, oh, we need new maps. Like, I don't know.
Anything else to add, Steven?
Good girl.
I might get it just because I really want to play Battlefield 3 with Carl because I think it's way more fun to play. Because if you shoot somebody, they die. Unlike Call of Duty, crap like that.
I like team objectives and like team games. Like, that game's probably the best when it comes to team stuff. Like, I don't know.
Tuesday, May 29th. Harley Quinn's Revenge DLC out for Batman Arkham City. At this point, my review of the game is a 7.5. I enjoyed it as a Batman fan. I'm happy to get more Arkham City, but I was very disappointed that they took the cliche route of knocking off every single direction they could go for a third Batman game and just making all his fans wonder what they're going to do for a third Batman game. So they kind of copped out.
Robin's the boss, though.
Yeah, Robin's a lot of fun to play as. He's fun, but my minuses are that I'm disappointed that now I had theories for what was going to happen with the third game, and now there's nothing to look forward to.
They didn't hint for anything about Azrael or
Nope.
Azrael?
They didn't talk about Azrael, they didn't talk about Hush, they didn't talk about Red Hood.
Well, WTF, mate?
You know, I know, right? So yeah, Harley Quinn's Revenge 7.5. If you're a casual player of Arkham City, I'd say not to buy it. If you're a hardcore Batman fan and you can't live without playing it and you want some more achievements, check it out. I broke 1,000 gamer score because of this DLC.
Oh, jeez.
All right.
Oh my god.
Wednesday, May 30th. Doom 3 HD announced for Xbox 360, PS3, and PC. What do you guys think?
Pretty good.
Okay, what did you say? Sorry.
Doom 3 HD announced for 360, PS3, and PC.
Oh, that'd be cool. That's one of the games I'm raised on. Or not Doom 3, but just Doom. Doom 3 was for the PC, right?
Yeah, the really cool
Here's the
one.
original.
Yeah.
That'd be cool. That game was actually... Wasn't that game like the scary game at the time?
Yeah, that game was
Oh, yeah, it was
terrifying.
terrifying. I played it with Zach. We like screamed like a little girl.
I can't wait then.
Moving on to another scary game. Dead Space 3 has been leaked before E3. What they've leaked is that you'll be playing as Isaac Clarke on an ice planet, and you'll be finding another suited up hero who is going to be in a new Dead Space graphic novel, which they'll also be announcing at E3, and the trailer for that got leaked as well. And you'll be playing as both of them. It'll be co-op, and you'll be on the scary ice planet. What do you guys think?
It's all you, Tardif.
What do you think about Dead Space 3?
Yay. I'm gonna play it. Sounds pretty sick. I love Isaac. And he finally talks again, like in the second one.
What do you think about him being... What do you think having a co-op partner?
I think it'll make it a lot easier because there's some points in that game that you're literally like, what the hell am I supposed to do here? There's too many. I'm not sure I like the whole you trip out the whole time as Isaac, though. That kind of seems really stupid.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, like in Gears of War 2 where you like have having flashbacks and stuff.
Yeah, and like Halo 3 when you're like walking down that stupid corridor and the giant butthole creature that looked like, and it keeps talking to you about Cortana. I hated that.
Oh, yeah, that was annoying, and then you'd like walk like less than a mile an hour.
Yeah, and they're gonna like put that throughout the whole Dead Space 3. I'm not looking forward to that. Or whatever. I'll still play it.
Alright, moving on to other news for Wednesday. Nintendo is teasing huge announcements for the Wii U and the 3DS. Their Facebook page, they posted a post saying, here's our 3 big games that are going to be announced for the Wii U, and they're in blank letters. What I've noticed from looking at them is the letters are 19 characters, 8 characters, and 5 characters.
What do you mean by blank letters? Is it just like line underline?
Yeah, like they're playing Hangman.
Oh, because there's this trick you can do with the computer that if you tilt the screen back, you can read stuff. I just wasn't sure if that was.
No, they didn't type it in and block it.
You know what I'm talking about, though, right?
Yep.
Have you seen those?
Yeah.
And I do have a theory about what those letters are. And we will get to them later. As for
did
the
you say one of them are 5?
yeah,
Okay,
as
I got one.
we'll get to those later.
No,
But
we're getting those now.
No, again.
Zelda!
As for the
Mario?
3DS,
Zelda?
Mario?
I don't know.
3DS.
3DS. They're gonna have big games for that too. Probably
Thank
Fire
God.
Emblem.
Did you say
Oh, yeah.
Fire Emblem because it's already out in
Oh,
Japan,
you
so they have
said
to release it
Emblem,
here.
you said Plum. Lol.
Dude, Fire Emblem is the superior strategy game. That game is king.
Yep. So that'll probably be on the 3DS. And who knows? They're gonna have big announcements, and they're not letting any of them get leaked. And the crazy part is, everyone goes on Monday, Nintendo goes on Tuesday, and it's the perfect time for them to steal the spotlight from everyone else when they have these awesome things to show. We shall see.
About time Nintendo actually did something. They've been down in the dirt ever since like their product though.
You mean in like what, 1995?
No, I mean like 3 years ago when all their sales just went through the floor.
Oh, because they just think, I don't know.
Yep.
Like, especially how awkward the Wii was at Kevin's house with Call of Duty. That was just really... Guys, you gotta pick up the controller. Okay, we are. I'm looking in the sky. No, you gotta... Oh, wow. It was pretty bad. Then you had to move while you were holding the thing. It was just really hard to do.
Zapper made that a lot easier, though.
Yep, but that won't happen on the Wii U because it's got an awesome tablet controller. This looks pretty sweet. Alright. Thursday, May 31st. The new Game Informer cover has been teased, and it's a Gears of War prequel. Rumors said that what you see on the cover are 2 cog soldiers and then a shadowed figure with handcuffs on him. Rumors suggested...
It's not a shadowed figure. I'm looking at it right now. It's bared.
Rumors suggested that this would be a game about Marcus Phoenix as he goes into prison and how he gets to prison at the beginning of Gears of War 1. This would be a great way for them to, spoiler alert, resurrect Dom, who died in Gears of War 3. Sadly, that was a lie. The next day, Gears of War got a green lit by Microsoft to show off the cover. The cover has Baird, the stupidest character in Gears of War history. Certain alternate covers have Cole, who is one of the badass characters in Gears of War history.
Oh, the Cole train, baby.
Stephen Tardif has the Baird cover. The gay blonde guy with goggles on his head, and he's retarded. I'm hoping that a Cole cover will be in my mailbox today. But the way this Gears game sounds, you have Cole, Baird, 2 unknown cog soldiers, which really, who are these other 2 going to be? It better not be a teenager Marcus and Dom. I'm going to be pissed off. But you have them, two new soldiers that they're saying, and they set off a bomb. This bomb turns a bunch of humans into locusts, and they get sent to prison. All of this does happen before Gears of War 1. The other interesting thing about this Gears game is that it will not be made by Epic and Cliff Bleszinski. It'll be made by the Epic studio, People Can Fly, who made the game Bulletstorm.
Ooh, cool.
What do you guys think about this new Gears of War game?
I'm gonna laugh.
Bulletstorm was really fun, so this actually might be pretty good.
Carl?
I'm gonna laugh if it's about Carmine.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, that would be so funny.
Carmine,
Carmine's dad.
The actual one on the cover, yeah, it looks just like him.
But yeah, I think it was stupid for Game Informer to reveal the cover before E3. Like, that would have been the biggest surprise for Microsoft, and I can't believe that they announced it. I couldn't believe it. They better have something else in store besides for some Kinect sequels, Kinect Sports 3, and all this other stuff. Alright.
They're back.
Moving on from Gears of War. The new Dawnguard trailer is out. That's the Skyrim DLC. And there's going to be a full reveal of the gameplay of that during the Microsoft press conference. But we do have a trailer. Now, Dawnguard is a DLC about it's a tribe of people called the Dawnguard. The Dawnguard are vampire hunters. Now, what's happening in Skyrim is that the vampires are making a plot to blot out the sun during daytime so that they can come out. Because, as you know from playing Skyrim, you can't walk around in the sun. What'll be interesting to see is if you became a werewolf during the story, do you have immunity from becoming a vampire? Another interesting thing is that when you become a vampire, you become a vampire lord. A vampire lord has wings, he can fly around, and he has claws so he can feed on people. He can also command a army of minion bats. Now, on the Dawnguard side, they have awesome mounts that put Shadowmere to shame. One seen in the trailer is a black mount with blue fire coming off of him, which looks awesome. The Dawnguard also have crossbows, and it looks like one of the Dawnguard also has an Elder Scroll. Dawnguard will be out hopefully in June, and it will be 1,600 Microsoft points. We'll see more at E3. What do you guys think from seeing this Dawnguard trailer?
They made it just like they made their Fallout trailers. Like, it just has that, like, look to it. I don't know. I think it'll be cool. The price of it's not really attracting me right now.
The main expansion pack to Oblivion was $30.
Oh, shoot. Okay, well, whatever. I'll take the $10 discount.
There we go.
That's a better way to look at it.
It is. Another way that other people are looking at it, though, is that Dawnguard might not be as big. Dawnguard might not be as big as the Oblivion DLC because it's $20 and because that one was $30. My hope is that Dawnguard puts us into a new world which they can expand more in further DLCs. Steven, what do you think about Dawnguard? Steven?
I think it's gonna be pretty. I'm pretty excited for the crossbow. I'm not gonna lie.
Yep. Anything else you're excited for?
Not yet.
All right. Carl?
Dawnguard?
Anything else about Dawnguard?
I don't know, not really.
Okay. Well, in other news, a new DC fighting game has been announced called Injustice: Gods Among Us. In the trailer that was shown, we see Batman, Superman, and Wonder Woman, and they're kicking the crap out of Solomon Grundy and Harley Quinn. Now, this game will be made by the people who made the Mortal Kombat reboot. Sadly, it'll be rated T, which means it's not going to be as violent as I'd like it to be.
No blood.
What do you guys think about this game?
Well, considering DC versus Mortal Kombat was pretty crappy, I'd say this is gonna tank as well.
Ditto.
I feel the same way. I remember when Mr. Snook bought that game and he's all like, "It's the best game ever!"
That's when you know it's terrible.
That's when you know it's terrible if Mr. Snooks likes it.
Without blood and gore and like awesome fatalities, it's just garbage.
Can you imagine how awkward that would be? But like if it's like Batman and stuff and there's just like blood and gore everywhere, like that.
You know how awesome it would be to have Batman punch Superman with kryptonite and then have him explode into a million pieces?
With a million pieces of blood.
That'd
What?
be sick.
Yeah, it would. Alright, moving on from that, we'll move over to the better superhero company, Marvel, who has announced that Hawkeye, Ms. Marvel, and a couple new alternate costumes, such as a Fantastic Four Spider-Man and a World War Hulk, will be in the new Marvel Heroes MMO. Steven, first I want to ask you, what do you think about the Marvel Heroes MMO?
I think it's pretty sick, actually. It looks kind of like a City of Heroes, or like a City of Villains, kind of. That game was pretty fun, so I'm pretty excited. And I love Hawkeye, so I'm probably going to be playing as him.
I like also that they're moving away from the DC Universe MMO, which was kind of a copy of World of Warcraft, and Marvel Heroes was a copy of. Alright, Marvel Heroes is being made like Diablo. So I like that they're moving away from trying to, keep themselves separate from the DC MMO. So yeah. Alright. Moving on to what I think was the biggest news of Thursday, which we had predicted last week, we were going to see Star Wars Battlefront III. Sadly, this isn't true. The new Star Wars game is actually called Star Wars 1313. That wasn't a code name. I can't believe that. Star Wars 1313 will be a Star Wars Grand Theft Auto. You'll be on Coruscant in 1,313 levels. You'll be a bounty hunter, and you'll go around Coruscant. And yeah, there's gonna be gameplay at E3. It sounds like you either play as a young Boba Fett or you customize your own bounty hunter.
Oh, I was talking mad garbage about this because it wasn't Battlefront. Now I'm kind of changing my mind.
I'm so stoked.
Can you imagine, like Nikolai, we have to go kill somebody. Here's your target. Just like,
hey, give me your speeder. Blah, blah. Blast him with a laser gun.
It'd be pretty cool if it was complete free roam. And what's cool is that it'll be the first Star Wars game that'll be rated M.
Thank God.
Yeah, Steven, because that's all that makes a good game a good game.
It really does. If Force Unleashed had blood in it.
Minecraft is rated E. Just saying.
Okay.
No, I'm just kidding. I feel you.
Yep, but there will be Star Wars 1313 gameplay on Monday, right after the Microsoft press conference, and we will have the video for you right on Facebook and Twitter.
Mommy's looking for you.
Check back with us on Monday. Now, after Star Wars 1313 was announced, we had a Konami pre-E3 show, where Konami wanted to announce all their games before E3. The first thing they teased was Hideo Kojima teased he's working on a new game engine for the Xbox 720, where he's going to make a new Metal Gear game.
All I want to say, I'm sorry to interrupt you, he said there's going to be a Metal Gear Solid, 3 years ago.
That's coming out.
Never happened.
We're going to talk about that in a minute, Carl. So,
I think this new Metal Gear Solid looks pretty sweet.
Yeah.
You can chop people up as much as you want. That's so cool.
That is just one heck of a sword.
Yeah, it is.
It's just like some freaking... What's that? What's that strongest metal on Earth called in Marvel?
Adamantium.
Yeah, it's adamantium.
the problem with the new Metal Gear Rising game, though, is that Raiden is a retarded character.
Stop hating. He's okay.
He's such a girl. If this was Snake in a robot body, if you were playing as like Solidus Snake or Liquid Snake, it would be amazing. Because they're so cool.
Solid Snake. That'd be way cooler.
Solid Snake wouldn't be in a robot body, though. That would be dumb. I'd be mad.
I don't care. I think that's cool. Did you know who they need to bring into that game? Is what's his face? Ocelot.
He'll probably be in it.
Like all mechanized with like super cool revolvers.
Yeah. We'll see how it is, though. It's not the Metal Gear that I'm used to, being all stealthy and stuff. It looks like Metal Gear Ninja Gaiden, but we'll see. See how it goes.
That's a good way to put it.
It really is. And the fact that it's made by the people who made Ninja Gaiden and not Kojima, that scares me a little bit. The last game...
Like Kojima.
The last... What? No, Kojima sold it... Kojima sold it to Platinum Games, and they're working on it now. Konami has the name on it, but if you look in the fine print, it's made by Platinum Games, who made Ninja Gaiden and Bayonetta.
Oh.
Yep. Because Kojima, which I was going to get to, is working on Metal Gear Solid 5 for the Xbox 720. Metal Gear Solid 5 looks to be a even further prequel than Metal Gear Solid 3 was. Metal Gear Solid 5 looks to be a World War II stealth game, which sounds amazing. One picture that they've shown is a soldier storming the beaches of Normandy, crawling under a tank. That sounds cool. What do you guys think about that?
Jeez.
I approve.
He's going back in time? Are they doing like a time travel thing?
They already did with Metal Gear Solid 3.
Are they doing it again?
We're so good.
I know, Metal Gear Solid 3 was the best one, so if they go back more in time...
If it was in the 3D version, where it was... You can move it, that was fun.
I'm excited to see what they have for the future of that. Konami also had a trailer for Castlevania Lords of Shadows 2. If you played the first Castlevania Lords of Shadows, then you would know at the end of it, spoiler alert, your main character became Dracula at the end of the game. This takes off right from the end of Castlevania Lords of Shadows, where he has Dracula's powers and he goes out and he murders, tears up an army, just jumps out of a castle, teleports, and bam, he kills them all. What's amazing at the end of it, though, is that they tease a Castlevania character. We don't know if he's old. We don't know if he's new. The teaser is that he might be...
No, he's the original guy with the white hair.
Yeah, they're saying he's Alucard from Castlevania Symphony of the Night. But we won't know for sure until later. But it looks pretty darn cool.
I'm probably gonna give it.
Yep. I still want to play the first one though. Go through that. So yep, definitely check out that trailer. Also, a new Tomb Raider trailer is out, and this trailer has made Tomb Raider look like a completely different game than it once was. It really is a reboot. Did you guys catch this trailer?
Yeah, it looks pretty cool.
Yep. They're making Lara Croft and Tomb Raider really a human character, not so much, Angelina Jolie's stupid pretty girl character who had a gun. It's really she looks like she doesn't even know how to shoot a gun. Like, just bad things are happening to her, and you're like, okay, I don't want that to happen.
Who's even looking at her shoot the gun? I'm just saying.
All she has is an arrow and an ice pick. That's all she has.
It's pretty cool. And one cool thing from the trailer, I don't know if you remember this, Steven, is when she's hiding from those mercenaries, and you're like, okay, she's gonna hide from these mercenaries and there's gonna be stealth. But the guy found her. That never happens in a video game. What do you think about that?
I think that's gonna be pretty sweet. I just like how they're completely changing it, how you just have to survive with absolutely nothing.
Yep. And it looks pretty cool. Alright, Friday, June 1st, the biggest pre-E3 announcement, bigger than Dawnguard, bigger than Gears of War, bigger than Star Wars, Lego Lord of the Rings. It looks so cool. And it has voice acting. It has all the voice actors from the movies. Ian McKellen as Gandalf, Elijah Wood as Frodo. The list goes on and on and on and on and on. It looks cool. I want it now, at this moment.
It looks amazing. I can't wait. Oh, it's gonna be so sick. Lord of the Rings is the greatest series ever created.
And now it's with the greatest toy ever created. And it's perfect. It's absolutely perfect. All I had to show in the trailer was the 5 seconds of "You shall not pass," and I'm sold.
I know. Oh my god.
What do you think, Carl?
I have yet to play freaking my first Lego game.
What?
Yeah, I knew I was gonna hear it, yeah.
We'll talk more later.
Okay, good, because I was always raised on freaking FPS. I never once really played a Lego game, but I'm obsessed with Legos. That's all I freaking played with.
The Lego games on PS2, I 100%ed them, and I didn't even need achievements. I just wanted to beat them all.
Exactly.
Carl, if you're gonna get one to try, I recommend doing Lego Pirates. That one was actually really, really fun.
Yeah, I know, that's the one you're obsessed with. Shoot.
But if you want to go for the first one, definitely go for Lego Star Wars: The Complete Saga.
I think who was I watching playing Star Wars? Was it you, Kendrick?
Yep.
And you wouldn't let me play, so I was like, okay, whatever. I'll never know what it's like.
No, that was Pirates when we were at Tardis' house.
Someone was playing Star Wars.
That was all me. I had it up for the GameCube.
Either that or it was me at Walmart playing Star Wars. Yeah.
Yep.
Maybe. I don't know. Continue.
Right. So, E3 starts on Monday, June 4. We'll be bringing you a lot of coverage from that. Right now, we like to make our E3 predictions. We'll be going around the table, and we'll each have 3 predictions. My first prediction for E3. Nintendo will be announcing for the Wii U HD versions of Metroid, Zelda, and Mario. That's their 3 games. Now, here's Carl Marquardt's first prediction.
We're just doing the first one.
Yep.
I want SOCOM to come back, like how they used to be, and I want them to have some rights for Xbox. You told us we didn't have to be realistic, so I wasn't.
Okay.
That is all I absolutely want. I want them to come out of nowhere and be like, we're back, and, you know, just like the old ones with, like, Spectre and Jester and stuff, and be like, and we're coming out for Xbox. Because those games were so fun. I don't know. I really would die if they came out for Xbox. I mean, heck, I wanted to buy a PS3 to play it, but, you know, I don't know. I would just, because the SOCOM that they came out with last year just wasn't like the rest of them, you know, and people were upset about it, and so was I. Like, even though I didn't have a PlayStation 3, I still played it on PS2, and I was upset that, like, wow, you know, changed everything much. So, yeah, that's my first one,
All right.
I guess.
Steven?
I'm really hoping they come out with a Golden Sun 3D for the 3DS, because the original ones for the Game Boy Advance were so much fun. But then they came out with the one for the DS, and it just wasn't the same. It was pretty gay. So I'm really hoping they actually make one that goes back to the roots of Lost Age. That's my first prediction.
My second prediction is that FIFA 13 and Madden 13 will be better with Kinect.
Oh, dude, shut up. You sound like Miguel.
Carl's second prediction.
You sound like Miguel. Every year at E3, they always, out of nowhere, always come up with, secret announcements that nobody anywhere in the world knew about. I hope to God that LucasArts, whatever they are, whatever they're gone or, back or whatever, I don't care. I hope
they're making Star Wars 1313.
Okay, I know, but I hope they come up with, we also have a secret project, and it's Battlefront 3. I hope so bad that they make Battlefront 3. I hope it's even, a secret, Come on.
That'd be so cool.
If they're like, oh, by the way, we're making Battlefront 3, and everyone's like, what? And Star Wars 1313 they're still making it, but it's kind of just a thing to throw you off. I don't know. I just want Battlefront 3.
All they would need to do for Battlefront 3 is show Hoth, 100 Republic soldiers, 100 Empire soldiers, 5 AT-ATs, and then X-Wings flying down from the sky. That's all they need to do. 10 seconds of that, and you got me sold.
Dude, could you imagine if they put it on the same level as Battlefield, but for the Xbox, and they did it on the PSP game where you could go from space and transition to land, there'd be enough people for it to actually be that legit. That'd be so cool.
Yep.
64 versus 64, that would just fry the Xbox network.
What's your second prediction, Steven?
I'm predicting that Nintendo's going to reboot some of the original Fire Emblems and make them for the 3DS. If they did that and they rebooted Roy's games and some of the older ones, that makes me extremely happy.
All right. My final prediction is that Microsoft and Sony will both be ending their conferences with a tease that the next console is coming next year at E3, but not this year, next year. Carl, what's your third prediction? Third and final prediction.
Not much of a prediction because it's kind of, obvious that it will happen, but I can see Microsoft announcing a Halo 2 HD or, a redo like they did with Halo Anniversary. I would like that because Halo 2 was my favorite Halo specifically, and that'd be cool to see it, even, in my opinion, honestly, the graphics are still decent, after all these years, because that's what I remember it looking like, but it'd be cool to have it, rebuilt, and then, you could play, I don't know, live again, I don't know.
It'll probably be a launch title next year for the 720.
Probably.
I guarantee that.
Probably.
All right, Steven, what's your final prediction?
My final prediction is that they're going to launch another Zelda for the 3DS, and I'm hoping it's Wind Waker. If it's Wind Waker, I'll be so happy. That one was just so entertaining.
It's going to be Majora's Mask HD or a Link to the Past remake.
Well, screw Link to the Past. I'm okay with Majora's Mask, but I want Wind Waker. I'm making my my prediction. So I want Wind Waker.
All right. So that's
And
it for
Mario
E3
Sunshine.
predictions. We'll see if they all come true, and we'll get back to it on next week's podcast. Please join us this week for all our E3 coverage, and have a good weekend, everybody.